Is it all just
Hello, teacher, and hi everyone. My name is Dorothy, and I would like to talk about the formula of the source of life after I listening to the video.
higher lives?
Have you ever looked around and just wondered how do some people seem to get everything they want when others just I don't it is all just lateral talent? Well, what if I tell you it's not random or in fact there's a formula
Starting point for all.
as presently simple formula that pretty much governs the outcome of our entire lives. And we are going to break it down. So let me ask you this directly. Where do the results in your life actually come from? I mean, really think about it. Your health, your job, the relationship you have. What's the real honest to goodness starting point for all of it? Here's
Here's
the
the thing,
thing.
it is not a mystery. It's not
It is not a mystery, it's not random, it's processed perfectly step by step formula, and it starts somewhere you might not expect deep inside your eye. Today, go to be back the curtain and break the formula down piece by piece. One.
Every single result.
Okay, so single every single, and I mean everything good and the bad, it all starts from the one single thing. Think of it like a tiny seed that everything else flows from. We are going to call this your inner image.
Exactly.
So what is like in this image in the mind? Well, the best way to think about it is like a mental floating. You know, before anyone pure health, they have a vitably bright. It's the exam in here.
There's a mental
Before any research study, you like this mental image that achieved the very pair the very start for the of the whole process. Okay. So where does this fluence even come from? It doesn't just appear in our team, it's not much. It attributes from the stuff we stuck in very single day.
We say to ourselves.
You know, this we hear routines we see, the stuff we say to ourselves, and everything we learn and come to know is all right, just embrace. So once that dimension the fluoride is set in our mind, it sticks or tips, it will like additional assembly. But in chain reaction where one step just automatically leads right into the next instance, and here is the first part of the assembly line. It all starts with the image in the mind. From there, that image will right into belief. That belief then start to develop your thinking, and your guess if you are thinking if that is volunteer push you into an action. Let's take a closer look at each of these links in the chain. Now, this is absolutely okay. That mental image is not just so conflicting between your head. When you hold on into enough, you start to accept it as true. So an image of yourself as a really confident public speaker, well, that eventually becomes a core belief that you are a confident speaker. See how that works. The blueprint is starting to tune into a solid foundation, and now that belief it acts like a filter for every thought you have. If you truly believe you are a confident speaker, your thoughts aren't going to be a pair of fear and missing upright. No way. They're going to naturally be a pair of what to say, how to connect with the audience. The belief is basically the traffic cop of the mind. Directly which source gets to great light, and here we go. This that moment. This is where everything that's been happening inside your here has finally burst out into the real world. I mean, you can only think that it's spreading confidence for so long before you just get up and do it.
Tangible step in this.
But what you read barefoot and X to X. And that's very physical, tangible.
This is where the assembly line.
Step in this whole formula, but wait, a single action that's not enough to get a big live result rate. Of course, not this where the assembly line breaks into high gear. It moves from just one-time thing to building something way more permanent. We are talking about building your actual identity.
Kicks into high gear.
Just look at the difference here.
Building something way more permanent. We're talking about building your actual identity. Just look at the difference here.
Giving one speed. Okay, that's just a single action, an isolated event, no big deal. But what about giving a speech every single week? Now that repetition starts to carve the rule. It forms a habit, and that's the huge difference between just trying something once and becoming the kind of person
This is where
who
things
does
get
that thing,
really,
and this
really
is where things that
That
get
collection of
really
habits,
powerful. That's
you know,
lesson
things
of
to be
habits
over
you have.
and
You
over
know
again
the thing
without
you
even
do
thinking about
over
it.
and over
They
again
don't just
without
shape
even
your
thinking
day.
about
They
them. They
literally
don't
construct
just
your
step your
personality.
day.
Think about that.
They
You're not
literally
one.
conduct your personality. Think about that. You are not what you do once in a chair. You are what you do previously. Your habits are the building blocks of you. Okay,
Your habits are the building blocks of you. Okay,
let's do a quick check-in. Look how far we've come. It's all started with starting time in the wider to get probably which draw out which push us into action. We repeat that action and boom, it becomes a habit. And those habits haven't noticed our personality. You see the flow? It's a perfect logical chain reaction. Good. The final step. On age, we are at the final and maybe the most critical part of this entire formula. We have got this personality that we built up by break. Now let's see how that personality actually goes into the world and creates a real tangible result. Think about it.
Think about it.
When you are faced with a choice or a new opportunity, you don't really sit there and analyze it from square or better side with you. Of course not. Your personality, the identity you've been building this whole time, makes the choice you the most to. If you have the personality of a healthy person choosing a salad over fries, it's not with internal patterns. You just feel like the natural obvious thing to do. And boom, this is the end of the line, the final critical connection. That choice you must make. Indirect and inevitably delivers your result. The choice to eat the salad brings the result of eating health. The choice to stay in that brings the result of being seen as a leader. Your results are never an accident. They always the right consequence of a choice. So there is. This is just a nice little theory or actual self-help. No, according to the source material is the fundamental aptitude for how we human create the life we experience.
Formula for life.
Let's just look at the whole routine or like at one last time. You start with an image that flows into thinking, action, then habit, then personality, then choice, which produce a predictable result. See every single step goes to the next one, which means if you ever want to change your prison, you can just that's at the end. You got to go way back to the beginning. So the most important to remember in this isn't just something that happens to you. It's a tool. It's a tool that you can use. You're holding the blueprints. You get to choose the initial image. You get to build the habits and set the personality that will make the choice you want. So the only one, the only real question left is now that you know the formula. What are you going to build? That's all. Thank you for your listening. Bye and see you next video. Bye.